comparing yourself to others. It's easy to look at someone else's life and feel like you're failing. But here's the truth. Comparison is a thief who steals your joy and confidence. When I was younger, I wasted years envying colleagues who seemed more successful. Instead of focusing on my path, I let their achievements diminish my self-worth. Once I learned to celebrate my progress, no matter how small, my confidence grew. Fix it. Shift your focus to your own growth. Set personal goals and measure yourself against who you were yesterday, not someone else. Overthinking and self-doubt. Do you replay past mistakes or second-guess every decision? Overthinking is like quicksand. It pulls you down and paralyzes action. I've been there, obsessing over what-ifs and imagining the worst-case scenarios. But confidence comes from action, not endless analysis. Fix it. When doubt creeps in, ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take right now? Take that step and build momentum. Avoiding challenges. Playing it safe might feel comfortable, but it slowly chips away at your belief in yourself. Confidence grows when you face challenges head-on. I once avoided public speaking because I was terrified of failing. But when I finally said yes to an opportunity, I discovered I was capable of more than I thought. Fix it. Start small. This week, take on one challenge that scares you and prove to yourself that you can handle it. Negative self-talk. Your mind listens to what you tell it. If you constantly criticize yourself, you're training your brain to believe those negative thoughts. I used to call myself stupid whenever I made a mistake. Over time, those words eroded my confidence. Changing how I spoke to myself was a game changer. Fix it. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. For example, instead of saying, "I'll never get this right," try, "I'm learning and I'll improve with practice." Surrounding yourself with toxic people. The company you keep has a massive impact on your confidence. If you're around people who belittle or discourage you, it's time to set boundaries. In my 30s, I realized a close friend was always putting me down under the guise of joking. Letting go of that friendship was tough but necessary for my growth. Fix it. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Seek relationships that encourage your confidence to flourish. Focusing only on failures. Everyone makes mistakes, but dwelling on them keeps you stuck. Confidence comes from learning and moving forward, not staying stuck in the past. One of my biggest career setbacks taught me more than any success ever did. I learned to focus on the lesson, not the failure itself. Fix it. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Write it down, then move forward with that wisdom. Ignoring your achievements. When was the last time you celebrated your accomplishments? If you're like most people, you probably downplay them or forget them altogether. I kept a journal for years, but I only wrote about my struggles. One day, I decided to write down a list of things I was proud of, and it completely shifted my perspective. Fix it. Create a win list. Write down one thing you're proud of each day, no matter how small. Not taking care of yourself. Neglecting your health, appearance, or well-being sends a message to yourself. I don't matter. Confidence starts with self-respect. There was a time when I prioritized work over everything, including my health. I was constantly exhausted and felt terrible about myself. When I started exercising and eating better, my confidence naturally improved. Fix it. Commit to one act of self-care each day. It could be as simple as drinking more water or getting enough sleep. Perfectionism, the pursuit of perfection, is a trap. It convinces you that nothing you do is ever good enough, which slowly erodes your confidence. For years, I delayed launching a project because it wasn't perfect. When I finally let go of that mindset, I realized progress was far more important than perfection. Fix it. Set realistic standards. Remind yourself that done is better than perfect. Living in fear of judgment, worrying about what others think can keep you from being your authentic self. Confidence comes from owning who you are, flaws and all. I used to fear judgment so much that I hid parts of myself. But the moment I embraced who I truly was, I found freedom and confidence. Fix it. Practice being unapologetically you. Start small, share a passion or opinion, even if you fear criticism. Your confidence blueprint. Friend, confidence is not something you're born with, it's something you build. By identifying and breaking these bad habits, you can create a solid foundation for self-belief. Every day is a chance to rewrite your story, to grow, and to become the most confident version of yourself. Start today. You have the power to change. The road to rebuilding confidence. Friend, confidence is like a muscle. It grows with use and weakens when neglected. The habits I shared with you may seem small, but they have a profound impact on how you see yourself and the world. Breaking free from them isn't easy, but it's absolutely worth it. Let me tell you a story from my own journey. Years ago, I was in a place where my confidence felt shattered. I had just faced a series of failures, professional setbacks, personal struggles, and a growing sense of self-doubt. I began to believe that maybe I wasn't capable, and that success was meant for others, not me. But one day, a mentor shared something that changed my perspective forever. He said, confidence isn't about never failing. It's about believing in your ability to rise every time you do. That simple idea planted a seed in my mind. I began to look at my failures differently, not as the end of the road, but as stepping stones. I stopped chasing perfection and started valuing progress. I let go of the toxic relationships that drained me and surrounded myself with people who believed in my potential. Each step I took built a little more confidence, like bricks forming a strong foundation. The journey wasn't linear. Some days were harder than others, but with time, I realized that confidence wasn't a destination. It was a daily practice. Building confidence, step by step. Here are some additional tips I've learned along the way. Ones that go beyond avoiding bad habits. Start small, dream big. Confidence grows with small wins. Set achievable goals and celebrate each success. Over time, those small wins compound into big ones. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself as you would a close friend. When you stumble, offer yourself encouragement instead of criticism. Visualize your best self. Spend a few minutes each day imagining the confident version of you. How do you walk, talk, and approach challenges? Start acting like that person today. Embrace the power of gratitude. Focusing on what you're grateful for shifts your mindset from lack to abundance. Gratitude has a way of amplifying your confidence because it reminds you of all the good in your life. Learn from others. Seek out stories of people who overcame obstacles and built their confidence. Their journeys can inspire and guide your own. Take breaks and reflect. Sometimes, we lose confidence simply because we're burnt out. Give yourself time to rest, recharge, and reflect on your progress. Your journey forward. Confidence isn't built overnight, nor is it destroyed by a single failure. It's the sum of your daily actions, habits, and mindset. By choosing to replace these bad habits with empowering ones, you're already on the path to reclaiming your confidence. Remember this. You are capable of more than you realize. The very fact that you're seeking to grow shows your strength and potential. So, friend, take this letter as a reminder that confidence is within your reach. Start small, be patient with yourself, and trust the process. Each step you take is a testament to your resilience and your belief in a better tomorrow, fueling the confidence within. Friend, let me share one more thing that made a profound difference in my journey. Understanding that confidence is not something external. It's not tied to your job title, your bank account, or even the praise of others. Confidence lives inside you, waiting for you to nurture it. The world often tells us that we need to prove ourselves to feel worthy. But chasing external validation is like filling a cup with holes. It will never be enough. Real confidence comes when you fill your own cup from within with belief, purpose, and self-respect. A story of renewal. I remember meeting an artist who had a unique spark. Her paintings were vibrant and alive, yet she hesitated to showcase her work. When I asked her why, she said, "I'm afraid people won't like it. What if they think it's not good enough?" Her fear struck a chord with me because I'd felt the same way so many times. We talked about her process, her inspiration, and how creating art brought her joy. Then I asked, what if your work isn't about pleasing others? What if it's about expressing the beauty inside you? That question shifted something in her. She started sharing her art, not to seek approval but to share her story. And guess what? People resonated with it deeply. Her confidence grew, not because of their reactions, but because she embraced her authenticity. Breaking free from confidence killers. To truly build unshakable confidence, you must stop tying your worth to things you can't control. Life is full of uncertainties, success and failure, praise and criticism, gains and losses. Confidence means grounding yourself in something steadier. Your values, your growth, and your unique journey. Here's how you can anchor yourself. Create a personal mantra. Find a phrase that reminds you of your strength and potential. Mine is simple. I am enough. Say it every morning and every time doubt creeps in. Redefine success. Stop chasing someone else's definition of success. Define what it means for you, whether it's making a difference, living authentically, or simply finding joy in the little things. Take ownership of your story, your past, your struggles, your victories. They all make you who you are. Own them. Confidence grows when you stop running from your story and start embracing it. Reframe fear. Fear is not your enemy. It's a sign you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Instead of avoiding fear, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? You'll often find the answer is far less scary than you thought. Celebrate courage, not just success. Every time you try something new or take a risk, celebrate it. Confidence isn't about always winning. It's about daring to try. A future built on confidence. Imagine what your life could look like if you believed in yourself fully. Picture the doors that would open, the relationships that would deepen, and the dreams you'd finally chase. That vision is possible, but it starts with you. Take one small step today to break a confidence-killing habit. Speak kindly to yourself. Take on a challenge or let go of the need for perfection. These small changes compound over time, creating a stronger, more resilient you. Remember, you are the architect of your own confidence. No one can take that power away from you unless you let them. Before I close this letter, let me leave you with a truth I've learned over decades. Confidence is not about never feeling fear, doubt, or insecurity. It's about learning to move forward despite them. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the next step, even when the path isn't clear. So, friend, start today. Take the first step. Break the habit that holds you back. And trust that every action you take toward confidence will ripple out into every area of your life. Confidence is a fragile thing. It can take years to build, and only moments to shatter. Over the past 50 years, I've seen how certain habits can quietly erode self-belief, leaving even the strongest individuals feeling lost and unsure. But the good news? You can break free from these habits and rebuild your confidence stronger than ever. In this letter, I'll share 10 bad habits that destroy confidence and how to replace them with actions that empower you. Confidence is a lifelong journey. Friend, confidence is not something you reach and then forget about. It's like tending to a garden. Continuous care is needed for it to flourish. And just like a garden, there will be seasons when it thrives and seasons when it struggles. But every season serves a purpose. Think of those moments of doubt or failure as the winter of your confidence. They may feel cold and barren, but beneath the surface, they're preparing you for a new spring. The lessons you learn and the strength you build. These are the seeds for your next growth spurt. What confidence feels like. Do you remember a moment when you felt truly confident? Maybe it was a small victory, a kind word you said to someone, or simply a day when you felt aligned with your purpose. Confidence feels like lightness. It's the absence of self-imposed weight. It's freedom, clarity, and a quiet assurance that you can face whatever comes your way. The beauty of confidence is that it doesn't demand perfection. It doesn't require you to have all the answers. It only asks that you trust yourself enough to keep going. Tools to keep building confidence. As you move forward, here are some tools and practices that can help you nurture your confidence every day. Daily gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each evening. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant, helping you see yourself and your life in a more positive light. The power pose. Before a challenging task, stand tall, shoulders back, and take deep breaths. Studies show that your posture can influence your mindset. Feel the confidence flowing through you as you stand strong. Mirror affirmations. Every morning, look yourself in the mirror and say, "I am proud of who I am becoming." It might feel awkward at first, but over time, it rewires how you see yourself. Micro wins challenge. Set one tiny goal each day, like organizing a drawer or completing a 10-minute workout. Celebrate these micro wins as proof of your capability. Reconnect with nature. Spending time outdoors reminds you of how vast and resilient the world is, and how you're a part of it. Nature has a calming way of putting doubts into perspective. Confidence in connection. Confidence isn't built in isolation. It grows when you connect with others in meaningful ways. Surround yourself with people who see your potential, even when you can't. Share your dreams with someone who will cheer you on. And remember, offering encouragement to others is also a way to strengthen your own confidence. When I started mentoring young professionals, I realized something profound. In helping them find their confidence, I was reinforcing my own. Every time I told them, "You're capable of amazing things," I was reminding myself of the same truth: becoming your best self. Friend, the mindset you cultivate today shapes the person you'll be tomorrow. Confidence is the cornerstone of that transformation. It's what allows you to dream bigger, take risks, and live authentically. Here's my challenge for you. Take one lesson from this letter and put it into practice today. Maybe it's replacing negative self-talk with kindness. Maybe it's setting a boundary with someone who drains your energy. Or maybe it's simply pausing to acknowledge how far you've already come. Whatever you choose, know that every step forward matters. Confidence isn't about leaping, it's about steady, consistent growth. As you continue on this path, remember that confidence is not the absence of fear, but the courage to act despite it. Each time you choose to rise, you're building a stronger foundation for your future self. Keep believing in your ability to grow, to learn, and to become. The world needs a confident, vibrant, and unstoppable version of you. Confidence, a journey, not a destination. Friend, I want to speak to you heart to heart. No grand theories or fluffy words. Just the raw, real truth I've learned over 50 years of ups and downs. Confidence isn't a perfect state of being. It's messy, it wavers, and sometimes it hides. But it's always within you, waiting for you to rediscover it. I wasn't always confident. There were times when I felt like an imposter in my own life, questioning every decision and fearing every misstep. I used to think confidence was something you were born with, a gift some people had and others didn't. But I was wrong. Confidence is built, not gifted. And building it starts with how you think, how you act, and most importantly, how you treat yourself. A wake-up call. Let me take you back to a moment that changed everything for me. I was in my mid-30s, juggling a demanding job, family responsibilities, and my own mountain of insecurities. One day, during a team meeting, my boss said, "You never speak up. Do you even believe in your ideas?" It stung, not because he was cruel, but because he was right. I didn't believe in myself, so how could I expect anyone else to? That night, I sat down with a journal and wrote one question. Why don't I trust myself? The answer came in pieces. I realized I was carrying years of self-doubt, fueled by fear of failure, comparison to others, and a habit of focusing on my flaws instead of my strengths. Step 1. Acknowledge the lies. The first step to rebuilding confidence is recognizing the lies you've been telling yourself. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve success. I'll fail if I try. These are stories, not facts. Confidence begins when you challenge these narratives and replace them with truths like, I'm learning or I'm capable of growth. Step 2. Take small, brave steps. The next morning after that meeting, I did something terrifying. I volunteered to lead a small project. I wasn't sure I could pull it off, but I knew one thing. I had to start somewhere. And you know what? I didn't nail it. There were mistakes, moments of doubt, and even a few criticisms. But I finished it. That small victory planted a seed of belief. Confidence grows from action, not overthinking. Each small, brave step builds a foundation stronger than any amount of wishing or waiting. Step 3. Let go of perfection. Perfectionism is a confidence killer. I used to think I had to get everything right to be worthy of success. But life doesn't work that way. Confidence doesn't come from doing everything perfectly. It comes from embracing the process, including the mess-ups. When you release the need to be perfect, you make room to be human. And being human is more than enough. Step 4. Surround yourself with belief. I realized another thing during that time. Confidence isn't built in isolation. The people around you matter. Surround yourself with those who lift you up and who see your potential even when you don't. I found mentors who challenged me to grow, friends who reminded me of my strengths, and family who loved me regardless of my achievements. Their belief in me became a mirror, reflecting what I was too scared to see in myself. Step 5. Celebrate the journey. Confidence isn't a destination you reach one day and stay there forever. It's a journey with peaks and valleys. Celebrate the small wins, the tiny moments of courage, and even the lessons learned from failure. I still remember the first time I led a presentation without my voice shaking. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. And progress, my friend, is the heartbeat of confidence. Your turn. Now it's your turn. Take a moment to reflect. What stories have you been telling yourself? What's one small, brave step you can take today? Who can you lean on for support? Start there. Confidence isn't about becoming someone else. It's about uncovering the strength and potential that's already within you. One final truth. Friend, confidence isn't a gift reserved for the lucky few. It's something you can build, one step at a time. And here's the most important truth. You're already enough, just as you are. Keep going. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, I'm here, cheering you on every step of the way. With all my faith in your journey.